guys, what you're looking at, believe it or not, is the ceiling. I put the video up here a little closer so you can see what I'm talking about before I stop the video and actually do the work. So this is important because even though this doesn't have exact lines, you can see lines in it. So we don't want to glue it kind of this way or kind of that way. We want to make sure we have a straight fit. So what's going to happen is I'm going to start from the back, well, the front actually, and I'm going to line these up as straight as I can before I actually glue it in. Then I'll go along with a sharp razor and cut around the trim. But this has to be, I mean, if it's not spot on perfect, it needs to be that close to being perfect. So that's how I did it. And I'm going to put the glue down. And what's nice about this is the lumps and the bumps will kind of hide some of the glue so it doesn't have to be perfect. So now I'm going to put the glue down. And I want to pay particular attention to these edges because that's where I'm really going to want it to stick. And if I don't do a good job, then the edges will come up. But we can do that. Maybe if I can get the glue. There we go. So anyhow, we really want to, like I said, really want to get close to those edges and really good in that corner because this is going to matter a lot. The edges always matter. I hate having to come back and do another edge because I didn't do it good the first time. So that's what I do here. I put it on kind of thick and heavy so that it'll stay once it's done. And then here, it does, you know, you just need enough to grab. And really that's it. And I try to kind of mash it down, but, you know, like I said, this part is just going to be so it will grab onto it. I just really want to make sure I got the edges. Most important part, the edges. And heavy on those edges. So I'll go back around to make sure there are no separations or the glue didn't separate or anything crazy. So you don't have a lot of time to work with this. So you really gotta make sure you got it when you got it. Otherwise, it will be a mess. So yeah, I feel like that's good. And then I just go in and I really press those edges down really good. Make sure that that's in there good. Press down, press down, press down, press down. Because this paper is kind of, it gives. It like has a bit of a fabric-like texture. So like I said, I'll just keep pressing and pressing and pressing until I know that it's in there good. And I feel like I got it lined up pretty decent. So that's that part. And then next will be the wallpaper. And I have to say to Lissa, you got it lucky this go around because I was thinking I had 4 sheets of that paper. I only had 2, but with the pattern, I was able to turn 2 into 3, believe it or not. So we're good there. Alright, so we'll let this dry a minute. Like I said, I'm just going to keep pushing that in. You know, I bought this paper like 3 or 4 years ago. I've had it for a while. And I've always intended for it to be a ceiling, but just never got around to it. So now we have a ceiling. Let me move my footstool. And double check my work. And yes, that looks pretty straight. So I'll come back in a little while and I will go through and you can see where that glue is coming out right here. I'm okay with that because I wanted it to stick really good to those edges. So that's a good thing. I wanted that to happen. And then I'll just come in. Look at this. Yeah, I bought this a long time ago for $1.99 at Hobby Lobby. And I'm pretty sure it was 50% off. Pretty sure. So now I'll just come in, cut along these edges. Mainly so I can get a, I think I want to put a clamp on this side because it is a corner and it is on the outside. So I'll put a clamp right there to kind of make sure that piece stays down the way I want it to. All right. Then later on, we can come back. And I can either, no, I can't tuck that. I was going to say I could tuck this part under, but I can't. Only because this is the ceiling and this is the patio we're looking at. So, that's not going to work. But I can clamp it. Kind of make sure it stays the way I want it to. And I know I have tons of clamps, but they're just never around when you want one, are they? So, well, here we go. So there's my clamps to hold that on. And what I don't want to do is tear it off of me. Okay, so we're going to set the ceiling aside and give it a chance to dry. And while that is going on, I feel like I'm probably going to go in and weed the rest of the windows because we're going to need them real quick. So that's going to be it for a few minutes, guys. Thanks for watching.